Good morning, guys. We're gonna do something a little weird today, I guess. I'm gonna work on this tractor a little bit. It needs a new headliner in it, so I got a new headliner, and this is a Dad 7610, by the way. This is not the John Deere that I just bought, so don't get them confused. See, this tractor has got 10,000 hours on it. It's got some wear, which is normal for 10,000 hours. I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, here's the headliner right now. It's being held up by sticks, basically. We got a stick here and a stick here and a stick here, and we got like a 1990s stereo in this thing, but it does still work. And it's got 4 speakers. You got speakers in each corner, and they work, kinda. One of them might be a little rattly, but they still make sound. Oh, somebody, you notice this bracket right here. Somebody decided they would steal the radio, our businessman radio, out of this tractor while it was sitting at the Martinsville Speedway one day. And they cut the wires. The wires are hanging right here. And here's the antenna wire. So they just chopped them off really short, so we can't reuse them. And yeah, that was real nice of them. They could have just unplugged it, and then at least we could have got another radio and then hooked it right back up. But no, they had to cut the frickin' cables. Some jackass. But anyway, what do you do with people, right? Anyway, there's a lot of screws I need to take out. Like every one of these speaker covers has got 4 screws, and there's the interior light, speaker up there, speaker over here, speaker back here. And let me see what this guy wants here. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I had to stop and unload some grates off the back of that guy's pickup. He had we got a drain up here that didn't have any grates. They had to make them. So anyway, back to what I was working on here. I got to take out a bunch of screws. I think this thing here is a plastic trim piece that holds the headliner up, and it's got a bunch of screws in it, and they're pretty big screws. And there's one on the front too, just like it, and possibly the mirrors won't have to come off. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on pulling all that stuff off this thing, and we'll go from there. I don't have a whole lot of battery life left in my camera, so I probably won't film ever a little bit of this. But I'll go ahead and get started here. And I really need a screw holder. Maybe I can use this cup holder over here. Probably work just fine. I'll put them in there. There's going to be lots and lots and lots of screws. I'm going to take the radio holder off. I need to get my drill out, so what I need to do, put a bit in it, because it's probably speeding me up a whole lot. Oh, the wood's coming down. The speaker was holding the wood up. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. It's going to fall on me anyway. Let's stack all my timbers up over here to the other side. Hopefully when I get done in a little bit, I won't need timbers anymore to hold the roof together on this tractor. When we bought this tractor, those timbers were already in here. Little wooden slats, whatever you want to call them. For some reason, I have a feeling that speaker is turned around backwards. Maybe? No? No, I guess not. Let's kind of find it interesting that the way the speaker is slanted. See how it's slanted? It's facing towards the sound faces towards the window instead of the operator. It looks like it ought to be like this, so the speaker, you know, points towards the operator, but the way it's in there, it points away from the operator. That's strange. Anyway, it don't really matter. You can still hear it just fine. It just a observation that I had here. So, okay, let's continue. I need a bigger screwdriver for those. Take out a screw. These big screws back here. Yes, these are a lot bigger screws for this trim piece back here. Now, one thing I've been kind of contemplating is how I'm going to get this this big headliner out and get the new one in without destroying it. I don't know that the door is wide, it's big enough to get it out of. So I think I'm going to have to try to go out the back glass some way. But the back glass on this tractor doesn't open very far. Watch. Most new tractors, the back glass opens like all the way out. This one just opens to here and stops. This is it. So I really don't know if it'll go out this way or not. I think that's kind of strange that the glass only opens that much. On my new John Deere, it opens all the way up like my New Hollands did. So John Deere must have changed that at some point. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull the radio. We'll pull the radio holder off. The radio holder has little tiny short screws apparently. And I dropped one, but I caught it. Okay. Longer screws in the back. I can see that I'm going to have the wires go through the holes on these speakers, so I'm going to have to take the wires loose from the speakers, which ain't no big deal. Take the wires loose from the radio. Everything's going to have to be unwired, which is no big deal. Those screws are the same. Alright, check back with me in a minute. I'm going to try to save some battery life here. So I said to heck with all that screwdriver mess, and I went and got my DeWalt out of the truck. It's speeding me up a whole lot. The vinyl has come plumb off of the foam top, and it's getting worse as I take stuff apart. It's falling down on me here, and so when I get this speaker out, I should be able to throw this vinyl out, hopefully. Screw after screw after screw. There we go. Let me get that thing out of here. Yeah, can taste all that dust getting in my mouth. Hush. Dang crow. Alright. So now I got all the speakers out. I got the radio out. All 4 speakers. And now I think all I lack is this trim piece here, this trim piece here, and then I think hopefully it'll come out. We'll see. Okay, so I thought I would need to take the front trim piece out and the front mirror, but I did not. After I took the rear piece out, it fell on my head, so I was going to see if it'll go out the back glass here. And it kind of is. Yes, there it goes. Get out of here. Alright, now got it out. This is what we got left. We got just a plastic top, and that's not the actual top of the tractor. There's actually a skin over top of that too. Yeah, the way they got this thing made, it's not going to leak, that's for sure. It's all one solid piece. So here you got all the wiring in it for the speakers and everything. I got to make sure poke back through the holes on the new one. I'm going to go over there and get it out. I got it stored in a trailer. I'm going to get it out, and I'll be back in a minute. Ooh. This is the new headliner. Obviously it's still in its box. It's in this huge freaking box that doesn't weigh anything. So, and the way the wind's blowing today, it might even carry me off when I take it outside. But I think this thing is about it was $326, I think is what it cost. And it is an original John Deere headliner. It's not an aftermarket one. Throw it down on the ground and close the trailer back up here. Then I gotta figure out how to get it in the tractor without damaging it. So hopefully it'll go right back in the back glass like the old one come out. I had to bend the corners of it, the old one, just a little bit to get it out. I don't know how much damage that's going to do to this one, but I don't think it'll go through the door. So anyway, let's give it a shot here. Pretty and stuff. It's got this foam padding on it. The old one don't have that on it, not anymore anyway. But here is the business side of it. It's all pretty. And yeah, now we're going to try to shove it up in there and see if it'll go. So wish me luck. Okay, so immediately as I get this out of the box, the wind picks up about 10 miles an hour. And now I gotta fight that. Everything away. Daggone it. Not bad. Get in here. Go in here. Nice to have a little hill grip. Okay, I got it started in the door. It went in the door, and now I got to get it up by the steering wheel. So I may have to stick it out through the back glass a little bit, and then I don't know. We'll see what happens here. gonna go by the steering column. Now my phone's ringing. Hold on. All right, I finally got it back above the steering column while I was on the phone there. I finally had to shove the thing out through the back glass a ways, get it above the steering column, and then come back forward. So that's where I'm at now. The next step is to get it up there and get it in its position. And I know you probably can't see in there real good because there's not a lot of light in here. But I want to get underneath it and try to jack it up in there with my head. You ever use your head as a jack? Yeah, I have now. So you got to get it lined up here and go back in this groove where the mirror and everything is. Make sure the wires are sticking out. And working over here. What y'all looking over there for? Alright, now this has got to go. It ain't forward quite enough. I'm getting closer. With every flip and flop, we're getting closer. Okay. I think it's still got to go forwards. A little. Not much. I'm getting really close because the back is trying to fit. The back is getting real close to fitting here. The problem is the sides are not where they need to be. So I need to try to get them. You got to tuck these sides up in here, it looks like. A little bit at a time. For some reason they don't want to stay. Get in there. It still needs to go forward right here, but it will not. It will not go forwards. Okay. This is so far the hardest part, definitely. I can tell that this needs to go forwards, but it doesn't want to go forwards. I don't know why. Oh, it's being kind of a bugger. There's a track that goes in there, I can see that. Oh, my arms. Arms gotta rest, hold on. Alright, we're gonna fight with it a little longer here. I mean, we're getting real close. It's starting to look about right. And as a matter of fact, I might ought to put some screws in the rear just to hold it up. So let me get that trim piece. I'll go back over here. Get this trim piece right here and get a couple screws just to tack it up. So it'll quit falling down. It's gonna look really good when I get it done. Looks like. Sure, you ever noticed how these things are kind of trippy if you look up at them? And it's not just on this tractor. I mean, it's like your eyes go to 3D mode or something, and you can't tell. I mean, it looks like you can stick your hand through it. It's really weird. I got a big screwdriver here somewhere. What y'all doing with my dang screwdriver? Well, shoot. Yeah, okay. Now, I'm keep on messing with it and get it, like, let me give you an example here, like right here. See how it's still laying down? There's kind of a track right there. You know what? There's one problem. I ain't got all the old headliner out yet. I wondered where that little piece went. Yeah, there was a piece of headliner still stuck up in there. No wonder it wouldn't fit right here. But now it's gone, so it should fit right in that track now. You can see, if you're doing this, you'll see the groove that this thing's supposed to fit in. So we're getting there. We are getting there. All right, it's starting to look better. And better and better. Okay, so I actually think, except for right here, I don't like how that looks. Got a little spot right here that you can't see, but right there. See how it's kind of folded? I'm going to kind of try to work on that with a screwdriver or something. And, but yeah, we are getting there. So after a struggle for 7 minutes, looks like, maybe a little longer. So, all right, I'm going to start putting the screws back in this thing. And my battery's almost dead, so I'm going to cut you off for a minute. Okay, so finally just got done putting in the headliner, and here it is. It is beautiful. It looks fabulous in here. No more hangy dangy, flippity floppity, beating on your head and tickling your neck and stuff like that. Just pure, beautiful John Deere headliner. So the only thing I got left to do is I was going to turn the key on and make sure the radio works, and that's it. That's all we're going to do today, because nobody else came down here. So I'm going to go and go back to the shop, do some work. See y'all later.